Hey everyone, it's Ally and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be going over Middle Eastern fragrances once again, but this time I'm doing a part 2 to my last video. I did 5 Middle Eastern summer scents for during the day. Today I'm doing 5 Middle Eastern summer scents for nighttime. So I think these are 5 fragrances that I think are super appropriate for summer nights. I find these particular 5 really sexy, and I find that they're going to hit really well in the summertime, especially with that cool, slightly warm sort of summer feel that comes with like the evening time in summers. It's kind of like a mood. And I'm honestly here for it. It's getting really warm in my area. I live in high desert, so it is quite warm, and it's only warming up every week more and more and more. And yeah, I'm starting to bust out all my summer stuff, and I am excited for summer nights, especially for these ones that I'm going to talk about because they are really, really good. And yeah, we're going to start with the first one, which is going to be my honorable mention. So this is a total of 6, even though it's a list of 5. But I wanted to talk about this one. It is from the brand Dua Fragrances. And for those of you that know, I used to review a lot of Dua fragrances not that long ago. If you look back at my catalog of videos, I've got quite a lot of Dua fragrance haul videos. So if you're interested in Dua fragrances, I do recommend them. They are a good company to look into if you're looking into alternatives for higher end fragrances and you're wanting an extrait version. They are a really great company. I have definitely tried a lot. My Dua fragrance collection in the past was massive before I got divorced, and unfortunately had to let go a lot of my favorite fragrances. But that's okay because I can always rebuild. But yeah, definitely check out that catalog. There's a lot of great information on Dua fragrances in my older videos, but the one that I want to recommend from Dua fragrances is one from their designer line. So this one retails for $33, and this one is called Got My Lipstick On, and the bottle looks like this. It's got a girl on there, and she's all like, or whatever on the front. I can't see her eyes, so I don't know if she looked as crazy as me, but this is a gorgeous lipstick fragrance. My lovers of lipstick fragrances, rejoice. This is a clone of Maison Margiela's Lipstick On, the discontinued fragrance. If you are a fan or familiar with that fragrance, you know it is a gorgeous lipstick fragrance that is photorealistic to lipstick and makeup. If that is your vibe and you are one of the lipstick girlies that just wants to smell ultra feminine and beautiful, oh my gosh, this is one of my favorite. Like when I got divorced, I had to make sure this came with me because like this smells sexy. Sexy, sexy, sexy. This smells like a sexy boudoir. Like you just walked into your little makeup studio and it just smells really girly and feminine. Oh, this smells so beautiful. You've got notes of heliotrope, you've got iris, bergamot, neroli, galbanum, orange, blossom, you have tonka bean, you've got bourbon, vanilla, and patchouli in the base, and you guys, this smells identical to Lipstick On, except this is so much stronger. I know a lot of people suffered through the longevity issues that the Maison Margiela one had. It just seemed to be a hit and a miss, depending on if it worked with your skin chemistry. This is a hit. The extrait version of that fragrance is so phenomenal, so sexy. If you want to smell like a beautiful vanillic rosy lipstick, do yourself a favor and look into this one. This is so freaking good. Even if you're not a fan of rose, I still suggest you check this out. Summer nights, this smells so sexy. In high heat, this smells gorgeous. It just smells like a well put together, feminine, ultra sexy woman. Definitely do yourself a favor. Check this one out. As you can probably tell, there's a little bit of a dent. I'm like right here on the juice. So I've used quite a bit of this fragrance, and for good reason. This smells so sexy, and every time I wear this, my partner, he's always like, oh, you smell so good. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I smell like lipstick on. So sexy. So rejoice. You don't have to look for a discontinued bottle anymore that's going to be overpriced, because I've seen the overpriced bottles. They are ridiculous. Just get you this one. $33 for 1 fluid ounce. Call it a day. Suspend your search, sister. We don't need to struggle anymore. Just get that one. Trust me. It's far better. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Now the next one that I'm going to talk about is from Kadlaj, and this one is called Sensuous Night, and this is my first one that I want to talk about. This is one of my picks for summer nights. This is absolutely beautiful. It is a refreshing floral fragrance with a lot of juicy aspects that reminds me sort of a Victoria's Secret, like, sort of perfume, but way better. This is gorgeous, you guys. You've got notes of lemon, pineapple, green apple, blackcurrant, rose, jasmine, violet, cedarwood, patchouli, amber, and vanilla. And you guys, this is a potent, strong, well, I'm losing the cap, a potent, strong, really intoxicating, juicy floral fragrance that is going to leave everyone around you super intoxicated about how good you smell. This has a very clean aspect to it that it almost gives me like an ultra clean laundry like vibe with a slight hairspray shampoo effect. But it's also so bright and juicy and in your face. This is a va-va-voom fragrance. If you are a va-va-voom type of girl that likes to grab people's attention and you just have that sort of it factor, this is what I would imagine a girl like that smelling like. It's crisp, it's clean, it's extremely likable, so very crowd pleasing, very easy to wear, very safe, but it has that extra something in it that is super captivating, and it's a little mysterious, a little dark for something that has such a fresh, clean, uplifting vibe. It's a really good, gorgeous one, especially on really hot summer nights. Something refreshing and intoxicating like this is going to be such a hit, not just to your nose, but to the noses of everyone around you. So if you're looking for something that you can wear in really high heat, especially a really hot night, this is a great option. You are going to smell so sexy, so good, so clean, sophisticated, and well put together. Man, the name says it all. Sensuous Night. This is amazing. A total banger. And this one retails for like $29.99. It's honestly not that expensive for a 3.4 fluid ounce bottle. I think this is, yeah, I'm gonna say it's like a 3.4 fluid ounce bottle. Yeah, 100 ml for a 100 ml bottle. Honestly, 1,000% worth the money. Do yourself a favor. If you need something for an extremely hot night, look into this one. You will not be disappointed, y'all. You all won't be disappointed. And if you are, it ain't my fault. Sorry. Everyone's nose is different, okay? Like, people be crazy sometimes in the comments being like, your nose must be broken. No, homie. We all just perceive fragrance differently, and that is okay. Just because I perceive a fragrance one way doesn't mean that, you know, I'm wrong for thinking the way I do. It's just the way my nose interprets the fragrance. Just like your nose is clearly interpreting it differently. I don't know. Sometimes it gets me all the time. Y'all really be hating. Not all of you. Just every once in a while, there's like a hater that comes through and is like snarky and weird. And I'm just like, whatever. Bye. Hasta luego. If you don't like it, there's the door. Sácate de aquí. Nadie te quiere. I like take off my fucking chancla and get... I'm like talking crap again. Take off my chancla and I'm gonna get you. So you better run. Oh, now y'all know that I'm like wearing the most crappy sandals. My $5 sandals from the flea market. Anyway, the next one that we're going to talk about is called Berlinetta. I've talked about this one quite a bit. I am in love with this fragrance. It is absolutely phenomenal. This is a dupe for Byredo's Bibliothèque. If that is a fragrance that you love, do yourself a favor and look into this one. It is $25.99. It is from Maison Alhambra, and it is the same fragrance for a fraction of the price. I think this one would be an amazing summer night fragrance. On summer nights where you want something that has a little bit of warmth but isn't too overtly warm and in your face, that is a little enveloping and cozy, then this is the perfect cozy come closer to me fragrance that is very much like wearing your favorite cashmere sweater, but it's not so dense and sweet that it's going to be overwhelming and choke you out, as long as it's not extreme high heat. This is like warm weather in the summer with a little cool breeze. This would be phenomenal. You've got notes of peach, plum, you've got violet, peony, leather, vanilla, musk, and patchouli. And you guys, this smells absolutely divine. It is a leather fragrance, but the leather is so subdued. It almost gives me a suede vibe, but it's sort of, not fruited. It's sort of sweetened up by the fruits. The peach and the plum really add this mouth-wateringly juicy, sort of fruity effect that's also warmed up by that vanilla and musk that give it this sort of almost amber-like effect. This is stunning. If you want to smell expensive, delicious, and absolutely sophisticated, then do yourself a favor and look into this one. I've compared this fragrance before to Evie, I think her name was from The Mummy, that character. If she had like a scent, like Sexy Librarian, this is what that would smell like. It smells like a sexy librarian, the hottest librarian you've ever seen in your life. And it is absolutely phenomenal, minus the crazy mummy trying to kill you. This is amazing. Definitely look into this one. $25.99. You really can't go wrong, especially if you are a fan of Berlinetta, but you cannot justify the price. What are you doing? Right here. Right here. Look at this. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Berlinetta. Come through, mama. Really, really good one. I like it. I don't know about you, but I'm glad I have that one ready for summer. Now, the next one that I'm going to talk about is one for my sophisticated girlies. You are that it girl. You scream old money. You're just like, look at me. I know I'm beautiful. Blah, 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 blah. And this one is called Artisan Perfume, and this one is from Paris Corner. This is Artisan Perfume Brown Sugar, and I think it's like boho something's red wine and sugar. It's like a dupe for that fragrance. I can't remember the name of it, but don't be fooled because this is called brown sugar. With a name like that, you think it's gonna be like too sweet. It's gonna be very heavy for like a summer night. No, actually, surprisingly enough, this is absolutely beautiful, but it also very polarizing. So buyers beware for the ones getting this fragrance. This one could be a hit or a miss depending on your nose. This is very mature smelling to me. Not very mature where it's like grandma, but this smells grown. It smells elegant. This smells sophisticated. This is that girl that has money and she hosts like lavish parties in her house. This is what that smells like. This does smell like wine, red wine in particular, which makes it such a fascinating, unique, and beautiful fragrance. But you've got notes of raspberry, davana, a red wine note. You've got geranium. You've got rose, caramel, patchouli, cedarwood, and that brown sugar. And you guys, this smells like sophistication in a bottle. Wow. That initial burst, you get hit with that red wine accord. It is wham bam in your face. It is red wine. It is boozy. It is sexy. And then it starts to dry down and you start getting this sort of cedary sort of effect. It is a light, beautiful cedar. This smells like a red wine that has been sitting in a barrel, like a cedar wood barrel, like sort of aging over time. And it's acquired this slight sweetness with time that has made it so yummy and delicious. This is really, really beautiful. I primarily get that red wine and cedar in this. I don't so much get many of the other notes. This screams sophistication. This screams beauty. This is lighter, but also sort of enveloping, like it envelops you in a little cloud around you. And I think if you want to intoxicate people by drawing them in closer to you, this is going to be a perfect one. It's got some sweetness, but it's more of a dry sweetness because that cedar wood really dries it out. It gives me like a dry wine, a dry red wine that has been like barrel aged in a cedar barrel with a touch of this like slight sweetness. It's very light and beautiful. And because of that, I think that this would be amazing in summer nights because the heat from a summer night will help this project a little bit more, being that it's a little bit on the softer side and really be standoutish. It's not going to be overtly sugary like the name suggests, brown sugar. It is just the right amount of sugar, just a touch of sweet, and a whole lot of that red wine. There is, as this dries down, because of that rose raspberry sort of accord going on in here with the geranium and davana, it starts to give me a slight like powdery sort of makeup-y vibe, and that's in the deep dry down. So if you're a fan of like a lipstick that smells like a red wine that has been aged in a cedar barrel, I know, weird description, right? But picture a lipstick that is scented like that. This is sort of what you get. Absolutely intoxicating, really, really yummy. But again, probably polarizing to a lot of you. But if you're into more of a sophisticated fragrance and you have that sort of sophisticated nose palette for that sort of stuff, because this does smell a lot more on the niche side, then definitely look into that one. It is not your typical like everyday wear. And like I said, out of all of these, that one's probably going to be the most polarizing. But if you are a fan of more upscale, sophisticated, strange smelling fragrances, then look into that one. It retails for about $36. And again, I will always link everything down below. The next one that I'm going to talk about is Iman from Lattafa. This is a gorgeous indolic white floral fragrance that is very photorealistic to white florals. Now, oh my God, every time I smell this, this gives me the same vibe that I get smelling Narcotic V from Nasamado. If you are familiar with that fragrance, it is a very tuberose forward fragrance, and this has tuberose in it as well. You've got notes of bergamot, blackberry, orange blossom, jasmine, calendula, tuberose, patchouli, vanilla, white musk, and cedarwood. And you guys, this is a stunning, affordable, white floral fragrance that is reminiscent of walking in a moonlit garden and being surrounded by these exotic white florals that are blooming under the moonlight. There's something very enchanting and whimsical about this. And if you are a fan of smelling like a photorealistic floral, then you rejoice, because I love that genre of fragrances. I've talked about that genre before. I personally love smelling like a flower. I think there's nothing more beautiful and feminine than smelling like a white floral or a flower in general, but like a very realistic floral. And this gives me that vibe. It's juicy, it's refreshing, it's got this cool crisp vibe. And you guys, this is absolutely exotic. Oh my God. The longer this sits too in your collection, when you first get it, it's like, okay, it's cool. Oh, the longer it sits, the sweeter and more juicy and like exotic that this fragrance gets. I've had this one in my collection for a minute now, and like, my gosh. Oh, it's got a clean, effortlessly beautiful vibe that smells like so dreamy. This is a dreamy, intoxicatingly beautiful fragrance with little touches of greenness. Absolutely gorgeous. What I primarily get in this is that tuberose and jasmine. They are wham bam in your face. They are working together so beautifully to give you the most exotic, beautiful white floral that your nose, is just going to enjoy. If you want to smell like a beautiful floral that has got a crisp, cool sort of vibe that is non-offensive in my opinion, that is really beautiful and enchanting, then do yourself a favor. Look into Iman by Lattafa. Banger. I love this one. And it's also very long lasting. Oh, so good. I just want to smell this strip over and over. I love it. I love it. It's so yummy and beautiful and just so pretty. Now the last one that we're going to talk about is from Armaf. And this is from the Miss Armaf line, and this one is called Dazzling. Now Dazzling retails for $32.99. And this is a beautiful, juicy fragrance that is very reminiscent of Delina Exclusive. Now, if you have tried Delina Exclusive or you've ever wanted to try it, this is very similar to it. But if you are challenged by the fact that Delina Exclusive has an oud note and your nose is very sensitive to oud, this is that same fragrance DNA profile minus the oud touch. Honestly, the oud doesn't bother me in Delina or Delina Exclusive. I think they're very bearable. But for some, it is a little bit challenging. This is that fragrance, Delina Exclusive, but it is juicier and more fruit forward. And just really, really yummy. You've got notes of bergamot, rose, citrus, pear, pineapple, jasmine, gardenia, pink pepper, vetiver, amber, vanilla, sandalwood, and patchouli. And you guys, this smells very similar to Delina Exclusive. It is dense. It is sweet. It is very fruit forward. If you like those mouth-watering, juicy, fruity fragrances that have a touch of rose that lingers in the background with a very vanillic base that sweetens it up, it almost smells like syrupy, sweet, juicy fruits, then do yourself a favor and get this one. It is really beautiful, and it is very comparable to Delina Exclusive minus that oud note, and just a more amped up fruity version of it. It is sweet. It is beautiful, very intoxicating. It almost gives me like if Delina and Delina Exclusive crossed over and had like a baby together, you would get this one. Really beautiful, extremely long lasting, and super affordable. The bottle is like really cool to look at. All the bottles from the Miss Armoff line are really cool to look at. This one gives me like a sort of marbled effect, and a really cool ring and like this like dripping gold watery stuff. I don't even know. But it's really beautiful and you honestly can't go wrong. A lot of girls love wearing Delina Exclusive, especially on summer nights, for good reason. It is a beautiful fragrance, but it has a slight incensey, slight oudy sort of base, because I do believe that one has incense as well. This one doesn't, so it's a bit more likable, a little bit more wearable, a little bit easier on the nose. And if that's something that you've been looking for, then do yourself a favor, look into this one. Really great option, well worth the price, and it smells expansive. And yeah, y'all, that is my list for the 5 fragrances I have for summer nights. I hope you guys enjoyed the list. I will be back with some more videos. I have just been really busy. Just got back from a trip to Arizona. I was in Phoenix for a tattoo convention. So yeah, been traveling a little bit. So if I've been gone a minute, that's what I've been doing. I've been out and about, being scandalous as always. Until next time, you guys, I hope you found the video informative. Like and subscribe, because when you like my videos, that really helps me a lot. And yeah, if you want to catch more of me, I am on Instagram and on Threads under Goddess on Neptune. Till next time, you guys, I will catch you later. Check out the description box. I linked everything down below. Bye!